Ready? Hello guys, so we are now in Dubai at Binance Blockchain Week, and we met here with one of the speakers, Thomson, founder of Vulcan Forged. It's a gaming ecosystem and gaming development studio. Nice to meet you here, Jamie.
Nice to meet you too.
So can you tell us how did you get into blockchain? How did you shift from traditional gaming into blockchain gaming?
Yeah, so I guess we kind of liked the idea of NFTs many years ago, the idea of owning your own asset. So we played around with a few NFTs in some of our already established games. And then we found out that we actually enjoyed that far more, where people sort of like that scarcity and rarity of something and searching for it. So we made another game. And luckily last year we were trying to pick the timing perfectly for the wave of the metaverse and the gaming hype. And we just sort of snowballed from there really. So right place, right time, right ambitions. Bit of luck, bit of skill.
That's cool. So which year was it when you developed your first game? A blockchain game?
Blockchain game was 2019. We did a game called Block Babies, which is like just a random card of like battle babies which were on blockchain. And it didn't really take off because blockchain gaming was so small then. But so we already had the infrastructure ready to kind of take it to the next level. And then Vulcanverse, of course, was the big one. You know, Greco-Roman mythology, virtual world. And then we've made similar games after that, very fantasy based.
And how many games do you have currently?
We have 13 games at the moment, varying from web to standalone to mobile games, sort of variety to sort of tackle every sort of market we have, hedging our bets. Hopefully one will get.
And do you see more gamers from Web3, or do you see the transition of traditional players, gamers to blockchain gaming?
I don't think there's going to be. I think people are deluded to think that we're going to steal the gaming market. The gamers market are very much anti the idea of NFTs, and they're happy to pay for their games. So we have to forget that notion that we're going to sort of steal gamers. We're not. This is a whole new demographic. I think we have to accept it's small, it's unique, and how big it's going to go is very, I don't know. I mean, even though I'm supposed to be saying, yes, it's the next big thing, I don't know if it will be or not. We can just try our best and see how it goes.
And are your games play-to-earn games, or what type of
They are, yes, they are play-to-earn. I mean, you can own your NFT, but you can also earn a secondary token called Lava. However, we kind of made some changes on the Axie model where it's more sustainable, there's less lava generated, you have to put it back in the system, and but the whole play-to-earn thing, I don't know if I like it or not so much. The minute you add money to a game, people become very different. It's not fun anymore. They're just trying to tap away and, you know, forage some tokens. So we shall see how it develops.
So do you focus more on user experience to
Yeah.
make the game fun?
Exactly, that's what I enjoy doing, like, you know, coming up with new creative ideas of how to beat demons or whatever. The economics of it is it's not really fun for me, to be honest. But
And you have two tokens, PYR and Lava. Can you tell the difference between them?
Yep, so Pyr, which is ancient Greek for fire, that's why it's called PYR, Pyromaniac, you know. Pyr was is a settlement coin used for staking, buying NFTs. Lava is our infinite supply generated token that you get from playing the game. So Lava, we have to be very careful how much we generate it and how they can claim it. So yeah, PYR generates Lava, so the more value in Lava, in theory, the more value in PYR.
And what games in your ecosystem do you see get the most attraction?
I would have said Vulcanverse a few months ago because it's our biggest game, but I think little games like Tower Defense and Temple Runner are the games that are going to bring hundreds of thousands in because they're so easy. You can play them on the toilet, you know. Vulcanverse is like a downloadable World of Warcraft game. So yeah, I think the mobile games are probably going to be more popular user-wise, but Vulcanverse is our baby.
And where do you see the sentiment from which regions are most of your gamers?
They're mostly, from right now it's a very Western-oriented market. We've got a lot of Brits, a lot of Dutch, a lot of Americans. We need, and we have got a lot of Filipinos coming in for the scholarships, but we still haven't breached the Asian market yet as we'd like to. I think that's our next goal, is to kind of target those markets.
Yeah, actually it's quite interesting because most of the games have their gamers in the development market.
Right, yes, yeah.
Philippines, Latin America, and you are quite oriented on the Western
Yeah, well it's a very high specs game, so I think it's a myth to think for a successful game you need to target the developed countries. You know, you can get a good game. World of Warcraft was an incredibly successful game, and that was like, you know, an American base.
And how can you bring more gamers to games?
make good games, I suppose. But I think we won't be stealing many gamers because they have such an enormous array of games. It has to be a new demographic of people that enjoy ownership and enjoy this whole new economy of crypto and gaming together. So yeah, just build fun, good games and keep going.
And do you have yourself some NFTs?
I own some Vulcan NFTs, some land, yeah, some Vulcanites, a couple of Medusas, that's about it. I'm not really into other projects, I haven't got time for it. I don't even play the games myself. I sort of, not really a gamer actually.
Okay, guys. And how do you see the development of blockchain gaming scene overall?
I think it's too early to say. I think it's going to go through a lot of waves of destruction and then rebuilding and destruction, rebuilding. There'll be a lot of scammy stuff, a lot of hypey stuff. I think something will come out of it. You know, two opposing forces always make something. You know, diamonds come from pressure. I think we'll find it. This year will be a telltale sign what happens.
And a lot of big gaming development companies trying to implement NFTs, but they see their position from both their employees and from their users, players. Why does it happen? Why don't people accept NFTs? And so
I don't think they care about them. The idea of ownership, you know, if they buy a Fortnite skin, they don't care if it's on blockchain or not. They know the company's not going to take it away. Yes, they could take it away, they're probably not, so they don't really care. And there's a lot of miscommunication about the carbon offprint of NFTs, that people believe we're killing bunnies every time you mint an NFT. And it's just, I don't know, I don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they ever will be ready for it. I think we have to accept that gamers are going to be gamers. This is a whole new demographic we're dealing with.
And can you share some your plans for the development? Do you plan to make some new games, or do you plan to work more on the current ones?
Yeah, we're always making games, always doing lots of games, but we're creating our own blockchain, Elysium, and we're sort of moving into more brands are coming into Elysium. DKNY, they're joining our Vulcan Forged, Elysium chain. So we're kind of spreading our bets a little bit more into sort of anyone who wants to join our blockchain, sort of, yeah, widening our net.
And why did you decide to build your own blockchain for the games?
So we could use our own economy, own our own economy a bit more, use our token as gas, you know, just stop being dependent on third parties. I think we just want to sort of have ownership of everything we do.
So will you have a separate token for Elysium?
No, it'll be PYR, peer.
Okay, and some more partnerships in place you have?
Partnerships in place. We've got 29 projects joining Elysium, a lot of big games, you know, Edverse and Synverse, Hustleverse, Goons of Balatrude. A lot of people are choosing Elysium because, I don't know, we just all get on together. We're all like starting out in games, we've got just like our own little community growing. So yeah, nothing major, but chugging along.
Okay, so hope to see more games joining your ecosystem.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much.
And, you had your speech today.
I did.
Panel, so
Yes.
What was the topic?
It was wonderful. The topic was building. Who's going to build the metaverse? Centralized companies or decentralized companies? It was an interesting topic. Thank you, Binance, very much for having me. I appreciate that. It was a lovely event. I enjoyed myself. And thank you to this interview. It was one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Yeah. So tell us, who gonna build the metaverse? Decentralized companies?
We are Vulcan Forged.
Okay.
.com.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay.